The situation in the east of Ukraine by the end of September 15. Border territories of the Russian Federation. In the morning, Ukrainian troops fired mortars at the village of Borki in the Valuysky district of the Belgorod region, but no one was injured. They also struck at the Nekhoteevka border checkpoint, destroying the customs terminal building and a gas station in the border zone and the village of Krasny Khutor, located nearby. At night, the shelling of the settlement Valuyki. 20 arrivals are reported. Electricity is lost, there is destruction of private houses. 1 dead and several injured civilians are reported. Kharkiv direction. Ukrainian troops continue to clean up the territories left by the Russian armed forces, preparing for further attempts to attack the positions of Russian forces. Artillery batteries equip firing positions in Shevchenkovo, Bezmyatezhny, Nekhoteevka. Artillery mounts were deployed in the vicinity of Voltransk, Varvarovka, and Vyselo. In the border settlements, the engineering units of the Ukrainian army are equipping strongholds. Slavyansko-Barvankovsko direction. According to unconfirmed information, Russian servicemen left the village of Studenok in order to avoid being surrounded by a skull. At the same time, Ukrainian units were able to push Russian forces out of Sosnovo. Positional battles are going on in the vicinity of Lyman and Yampol. The Ukrainian command continues to throw Dr. Gs into Russian territory across the Oskol River. Bakhmut direction. Assault detachments of PMC Wagner are engaged in positional battles in the east of Bakhmut, hitting the positions of the armed forces of Ukraine with artillery and mortar fire. South of Bakhmut, the Allied forces continue to develop the offensive in the vicinity of Zaitsevo. Not far from Seversk, fighting is going on near the village of Spornoy. Donetsk direction. The DPR military was able to occupy the first line of defense of the Ukrainian army east of Krasnogorovka. At the same time, Ukrainian formations once again fired at the Donetsk agglomeration. Donetsk, Makevka, Gorilovka, Yasinovataya and other surrounding settlements were again under attack. Zaporozhye direction. Artillery duels between the parties across the Dnieper continue. Ukrainian formations are shelling Zaporizhzhia NPP and Energydar from positions in Nikopol and Marganets, which are being hit back by Russian artillerymen. In Nikopol, the Russian army massively used Iranian-made kamikaze drones for targets. Kryvyi Rog direction. The Ukrainian army tried to attack Russia's positions near Kostyarka and Novopetrivka, but suffered heavy losses in the dead and retreated to their original lines.